In fact, it was a little bit frightening.
That was perfect timing, dude. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the end of the year. It is the end of the year episode over here at Cinema Forecast. The categories have been cast, the movies chosen, kept hidden from you.
That's right.
Like secret little secrets that we have in our back pockets. But anyway, welcome to Cinema Forecast, the movie podcast where every month we are randomly assigned by the movie roulette a category. Attached to said category are those 4 little secret movies.
Keep it secret.
Keep it safe. Each week we go in depth into each one of those movies, talking about them in the context of that category. Connor and I just finished casting the stones. The tablets have been inscribed. They are ready for a new year. They're ready for 2026.
So excited. It's going to be a really fun year.
Yeah, it's crazy. We started in February with this project, and here we are, you know. Not a year into it, but arriving at the end of the calendar year, which still feels like a nice little checkpoint.
Yeah, it feels like we've gone a long way, learned a lot.
Yeah, we have. We have learned a lot. Speaking of that, we've got some superlatives we want to hand out in this episode. It's gonna be a very loose little discussion looking back at the year. We're also gonna introduce you to the new categories, and we're gonna spin the wheel and get things ready for fucking January.
Can't wait.
No, it's gonna be really dope. I think I forgot to say it. My name is Alfredo, and with me, as always, my intrepid co-host Connor.
That's me, intrepid as always.
Intrepid as always, baby. Just a couple of little things that I want to talk about from wrapping up a little bit of that Lord of the Rings talk that we spent the last 3 weeks.
Such a good talk it was.
It was. I was a little reticent. I was a little like, oh man, what are we gonna do? And then I just fully embraced wanting to just, you know, jump into it as much as possible. And I had such a good time.
Me too.
And I've been feeling. I had thought in the past, like when I got into Silmarillion, like lore shit, not actually reading it, just like watching YouTube videos about it. I was like, I think I might want to go back and read the books. Now that I finished watching the movies again and we talked about the books, I think I want to make it. I definitely want to make it a goal of mine to revisit and read the 3 books all the way through this time. Probably like touch back on The Hobbit as well, you know, because
Hell yeah, brother.
Good shit.
It's so good. I love those movies. I love those books. Love that world.
Yeah.
Tolkien is a genius.
Pretty good shit.
Was a
pretty
genius.
Pretty good shit. I mean, perhaps he lives on eternally in the Undying Lands, you know?
That's what I'd like to believe, yeah.
I mean, his melody is cast within the Ainu Lindale, you know? We were talking about Gandalf's name. You said, because we were talking about how Mithrandir might be like his actual name, but then I was like, no, that's what he's called by the elves. There's a quote from the book. Many are my names in many countries. Mithrandira among the elves, Tharkun to the dwarves. Olorin, I was in my youth in the west, that is forgotten. In the south, Incanus. In the north, Gandalf. To the east, I go not. So people say that his name as a Maya was probably Olorin.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Also, another cool little note. Gothmog, you remember he was one of the generals, right? That's actually the name of the king of the Balrogs.
Yes, that's right. Now that you say that, I remember that. And one thing I forgot to mention is I believe in the lore that Balrog Gandalf took down was the last of the Balrogs.
That's sick. I love that. All right, we got that. And then I did show off how easily I can say Ainu Lindale now. That's all very important. Also, just a fun video I watched that I want to shout out. There's this YouTube channel called Realms Unraveled. They did a video about the difference between Morgoth, and Sauron, and I thought it was super interesting. So I wanted to point some of this out because I kind of wish the films had focused on this aspect of Sauron, that he's very intellectual.
Yeah.
Like, that's his power. He's a big, like, schemer.
Yeah.
Whereas Morgoth is this unstoppable brute force.
Yeah.
Sauron is a strong mind inclined towards perfect order. And it's interesting that they actually end up working together. And I highly recommend you checking out that video from Realms Unraveled because really goes into it in, like, a really cool way. But
because he was, like, you know, the what do they call him? Like the father of treachery or the master of lies. Like, he's all about manipulation, like getting everyone under his thumb while I don't realize it.
Yeah. And like the whole thing with Morgoth is that like Morgoth is almost like this wants to destroy everything, like this like formless chaos.
Or create the world in his image, which is fundamentally destroying everything else, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I think perhaps it towards the beginning, but as he progresses as a character, it does become just full on chaos, like destruction of everything. And what's really cool is that like Morgoth like fades into the land at the end, and he gives his essence to forever taint Arda. And part of
Oh,
the reason that men become short lived is because of like the pure chaos and hate that Morgoth weaved into the land.
I had forgotten that detail.
And there's
That's
this
wild.
line that they say, he lives on in all men's woes.
Oh,
Which I love that. Like,
yeah.
it shows how powerful he is compared to Sauron in a
Right.
way as well.
Yeah, I mean, Sauron's just kind of a little baby compared to Morgoth.
Yeah. I got the friggin' superlatives here. I got some questions for Connor. I have some answers myself. I just want to go right off the top. We're all about categories. We're 4 movies, 2 friends, 1 category.
That's
That's
right.
our thing.
That's right.
So what was your favorite category you think this year?
Ooh, yeah, that's a tough one. I'm looking at it right now, and I got to go by gut instinct a bit here. Ooh, this is tough. I think for me, it comes down between 2, and I think this is just my bias here, but I might have to go with Zombie. I had such a fun time just, with the October vibes and all the different themes within that, and just exploring that with you is really fun.
Who's your runner-up? Who's the other one?
Probably Out of Order.
Out of Order. Yeah, very fun. That's really cool that you picked. So I have 2 as well that I really, really like. Were at the top of my list that are not the same ones as you.
Oh, cool.
I really love Puagas. People who are good at stuff.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
It was really fun.
Yeah,
and I
just
thought,
a wild category.
I also felt like we landed on some really cool like themes throughout that month.
Yeah.
I think the one that ends up being my favorite though is Desert Movie Month.
That might be the strongest list. Just in No Country for Old Men, There Will Be Blood, and Dune back to back.
I mean,
Tremors is so fun.
A great movie.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that I really liked about it is that we hit upon, again, some really good themes, and like we found how all these disparate sort of like films like fit that sort of like vibe. Like, we were talking a lot about scarcity, like importance of resources, like innovation, and it like all comes into play like in all of these movies.
Like what does the desert represent in terms of the human soul was super interesting to explore.
Yeah, it was really dope. I enjoyed it. You had the things about like, it being like sort of like a like lost to God or almost something sort of thing. And then I pointed out, oh dude, actually the desert is like where Jesus was, and like like that was really cool to think about the religious.
Yeah, a lot of things of spirituality in there. Yeah,
very
cool category.
Cool. Great category. Yeah. So I was also thinking we had talked about it during some of the months, but I want to ask you which movie you thought best exemplified its category. I think I remember when we originally went through the hero's journey month, we picked one that we felt was the most hero's journey, right? I can't remember which one we picked though.
We picked The Matrix.
Yeah, the Matrix.
The Matrix,
right.
because we had
how
many steps were there in the hero's journey?
It's variable,
like
but it goes like
around.
up to like 17 as
right.
well.
Yeah. I think Matrix was the one that basically hit every single beat of the hero's journey compared to the other ones. In like chronological order.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
But yeah, Matrix is a really good pick for that. Movies in motion, speed is, you can't get much more in motion than Speed.
That's great. Yeah, no, that's a really good call. I do think
Memento for Out of Order.
But
sorry.
I will go back to what I said before about The Thing.
Yeah.
It could be anyone.
Yeah, because it's both. Yeah, it's both it could be any one of us, but also like because we split it between like murder mystery
and shapeshifter,
and
this
was
is a
both.
murder mystery shapeshifter. Yeah, it's really good. I think that might win it for me.
Yeah, I didn't really pick a definitive one there. I think I'll go with The Matrix.
Hey, that's the first ep, dude.
Yeah,
it's the first ep. It's up there. Next question here. I have two different for antagonists. We have favorite movie villain and favorite movie monster. Let's start with favorite movie villain. Do you want to hear? I can like prompt you a little bit with some of the people I got on my list here.
Sure. I mean, I think one immediately comes to mind, which is Anton Chigurh.
Anton Chigurh is fucking terrifying. You know who else I put on here? Major Henry West from 28 Days Later.
Great villain. I was thinking about him as well.
Yeah. I also don't want to spoil too much, but I was thinking like, fifth week Eps Weapons.
Yeah.
Has a really good antagonist.
Really good villain. Yeah. I mean, bordering on monster, not to get too spoilery.
Yeah. That was my thought. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna put her in her spot.
Yeah. You had mentioned this last night, and I loved it. But Daniel Plainview from There Will Be Blood is a villain.
That's my favorite one, probably because he's like the main character, and you're following him the whole time.
And one of I think
Agent Smith too.
Yeah.
And he's also borderline monster as well, which I love.
The iceberg from Satanic. Iconic.
That would be more of like a monster, I think, right?
I guess. Let's see what else.
I'm gonna go Daniel Plainview for mine. I think it's between him and Major Henry West.
Yeah. I'm looking here. I mean, the main character in Perfume is also a really strong villain. Can't forget Dennis Hopper from Waterworld.
Can
Classic.
never forget him. Yeah.
I think I might agree with you though. Daniel Plainview is like one of my all-time favorite like film characters.
Yeah.
Just like full stop. So
the performance also like really like helps it.
Might still be my favorite performance of all time.
And we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to performances. Favorite movie monster.
I mean, gotta go with The Thing, right?
Yeah, that's mine.
I mean, I love Jaws.
Jaws is a great one. The Alphas from 28 Years Later, also really terrifying.
Yeah.
Some of the zombies are scary, but like none of them specifically like stand out. Oh,
I mean, Alien.
Trash Man, dude.
Oh, Trash Man from Mulholland Drive.
Trash
yes,
Man. Oh yeah, and the Xenomorph. Yes,
Yeah.
two great ones. I would want to include Shai Hulud, but like it's like that seems disrespectful.
Right, and I gotta shout out the graboids from Tremors. I mean,
Yeah, those are
amazing
great, yeah.
monster design
For design and look and love that.
and overall vibe. Yeah,
But I think the thing I'm most scared of is the Thing, for
yeah,
sure.
absolutely. I'm gonna go with The Thing as well.
All right, here we go. This is going to be Connor's favorite one. What's your favorite score?
Gotta go with Lord of the Rings.
I ask you to do one besides Lord of the Rings?
Gotta do Star Wars.
That's great.
Can I do a third? Because I feel like those two are just the two easiest picks.
There Will Be Blood is really up there for me.
Yeah, There Will Be Blood is fantastic. Arrival,
Arrival
amazing.
is
I
great.
mean, it's using that. I forget the name of the track that it uses at the beginning and the end, which is an original composition, which makes this like a little tough. Like original composition versus like.
Is
just
that the Max Richter song?
Yeah.
On the Nature of Daylight?
Yeah, that's the one.
I'll say mine. Mine is a hipster pick, as you would come to expect from me. The Conversation. I love the like jazz.
Oh yeah,
It was really fun and kind of like added to the like weird vibe of the film.
Yeah. 28 Days Later, also amazing score, but that is a mix of soundtrack versus composition.
I mean, best we don't have like a best music,
Yeah.
so like I guess you just call this like whatever your favorite sort of like musical accompaniment to a movie
and
is.
runner up, No Country for Old Men. Get it?
I get it.
Audience.
I get it because there's nothing there except for that one tiny little piece.
Yeah, a little ambiance here and there.
So that was the Connor question. This is the Fredo question. Favorite cinematography?
This is a tough one.
Yeah. I'll say mine up front to give you a second. So 28 Days Later has a beautiful switch up from digital to film. A lot of really cool like motivation to use like these digital, like all the practical aspects of them shooting like that. It's not the most beautiful movie,
Yeah.
but in a way, because it's so ugly and brutal and digital at the beginning, the way it changes at the end makes it even more beautiful. And I also want to shout out Arrival. I think there's some really awesome shots in that, but
And
it's
Dune along with that.
Dune as
yeah.
well, but it's got to be There Will Be Blood. I mean, like the
you're
cinematography in that is
You're
like
right.
top tier.
I was also thinking 28 Days Later at first, because yeah, it's just, it's not that it, like you said, there is this kind of ugly look to it in a lot of ways, but it's just in terms of capturing this kind of like hard to describe feeling that movie gives. I think it's one of the most masterful in just like giving you an impression.
Yeah, I think that's also like when I think about the movies we've done, that one was probably the one where I most got in my bag and was like, okay, give me like 10 minutes to sit here and like break down the scene and the
Right.
movement and like the way that they're facing. I mean, shout out to Memento as well. There's some really awesome like really well thought out shots and like the motivation like sort of guiding the motivation of the characters guiding the way that the camera moves and all these things. But yeah, I think I just this is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's like so well done, you know. Hard to say no to fucking There Will Be Blood.
I think I probably agree with you because I remember we watched No Country for Old Men and we were both like, holy shit, the cinematography in this. And then the next week we watched There Will Be Blood and we're like, oh my God, how did it one up No
Yeah.
Country for Old Men?
Yeah,
So I
for
think
sure.
I think I'm with you, There Will Be Blood. Shout out to Pulp Fiction because I mean, I just think the way Tarantino frames all his shots and like the things he focuses on is beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Pulp Fiction. That's a good call. Mulholland Drive, of course.
Oh yeah,
The Mirror has some
Yeah.
amazing cinematography as well.
absolutely.
That
And
whole
the
month was
Godfather.
like chock full. Yeah, Godfather's a great call as well. Even stuff like Boogie Nights as well.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed.
Absolutely.
Next we have best performance, and I have two sections. I have lead and supporting.
Well, I already kind of gave my
Let's
answer.
just get Daniel Plainview.
There Will Be Blood. Yeah, best
Daniel
best
Day-Lewis.
performance for sure.
I mean, they're both named Daniel. You know.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Amy Adams in Arrival. I think that we
Yeah.
talked a lot about how well she captures such a like silent or sort of like contemplative role.
Yeah. Yeah. And gosh, who's the lead actor in Mulholland Drive?
Oh, Naomi Watts.
Yeah, Naomi Watts is really, really good in that.
Good call. Cute little shout out to Bill Murray as Steve Zissou because I
Yes.
fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
I actually, dude, my red beanie is sitting right here. When I went to Japan, I finally got one.
Nice.
So I put it on just now, but I'm gonna take it off because I just washed my hair and my hair.
Yeah,
I
gotta
don't
let- you gotta let it flow.
Yeah, you get it, dude. You get it. For supporting,
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I got HW as one of them.
Yeah.
The kid
Interesting,
HW is
yeah.
very good. I also really love Yaphet Kotto in Alien just because I like his vibe. You know, but also Christopher Eccleston as Major Henry West was up there for me as well.
He's really, really good in that. Man, that's a tough choice because I feel like there's just been like 1,000 times we've been like, this side character here just killing it, knocking it out of the park.
Burt Reynolds in Boogie Nights is
Yeah.
not a bad call either.
Yeah.
You've got plenty of people in like Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Like, you know, name your favorite there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's hard to pick, man.
John
Samuel
Turturro in
Jackson,
Miller's Crossing.
Yeah. Gosh. Yeah, I'm struggling with this one.
We don't have to put the nail in the coffin, but you know, Alec Guinness in Star Wars is also like just maybe like the one that has affected me in my life the most.
Wait, who did he play?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Also, is Anton Chigurh
Oh,
the
yeah.
supporting role there?
I would say so.
Let's
yeah.
give it to Javier Bardem.
Yeah, I might
is
go
the
hot-
winner.
I mean, there's been like psychoanalysts who have like, or psychotherapists, is that what you would call them?
Psychoanalyst?
Yeah, I don't know. Who have said that he is like the best representation of a psychopath they've seen.
Yeah, he's pretty good. We'll put him up there. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. But yeah, Javier Bardem, pretty good call for supporting. I think again, just want to shout out Major Henry West and Christopher Eccleston's fucking performance there. Fucking so nuanced.
Yeah.
Really, really well executed.
Yeah. Absolutely agree.
But yeah, Javier Bardem fucking killed it. Also knowing that like I remember I mentioned in the episode he like doesn't really like violence and stuff like that. So he was really kind of stepping outside of his comfort zone to do it.
He had to wear that stupid bowl cut.
Yeah. What's your biggest tearjerker of the year?
I think that's an easy one just based on our episode we did, which is Arrival.
Yeah, Arrival
Just
for sure.
gutted me.
My runners up are Finding Nemo and Searching for Bobby Fischer, more than likely.
Yeah, and you know, Lord of the Rings
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah.
always hits me. It's just so impressive to me that such a like magical movie can have such heavy weight to it.
Yeah, for sure. Some other ones, you know, that I expected to be more of a tearjerker. A Bronx Tale. Still really enjoyed that movie,
Yeah.
but expected that to be more of a tearjerker. Also, Life Aquatic ended up making me like, it wasn't like a tearjerker. It was very contemplative. Again, like as I pointed out, like going through a divorce or going through a breakup, and then just like kind of like watching that movie. There was just something about it that really felt like, I don't know, it just like hit me different than it had before. You know?
In like a kind of more cynical way, maybe, or like
No. There was something kind of beautiful, I think, about the way that they like talk to each other.
Gotcha. I thought you were saying this is one of the disappointing.
No, I was saying oh, you're giving it away. No, I'm saying tearjerker. Still
Gotcha.
Tearjerker of the year.
Gotcha.
As far as the next category, yes, I have biggest flop / disappointment, and this is two different categories. I have a movie that you've seen before that didn't hit the same, and then a movie that you hadn't seen that you expected more from.
Yeah, that is a tough one. I'll have to think about.
I'll say the movie that I had seen before that didn't hit the same was Dune 1984, and I talked about it a lot, and I talked about how I had used to like champion that film, and I used to be like, no, you guys don't you just got to get into it. And then, I mean, knowing a lot of the background stuff as well, he didn't have final cut. That's not like the version of the movie he wanted you to see. There's like, I think, added voiceover that wasn't supposed to be there originally. All of that, like knowing that and then watching it and having the new Dune movies, I think that one's going to take it for me. There's no other movies I can think of where I really was like, oh, I've seen this before, and I'm like disappointed by it. Maybe Snowpiercer a little bit, like some of the shit we were saying.
Actually, I think that's actually a really good call. And in that vein, kind of Waterworld, although I was expecting it more to be like what it was.
Yeah, Waterworld for sure too. That's right.
But Snowpiercer, we talked about because I think both of us loved Parasite. And just like we're like, okay, with that kind of like, you've seen some of his other stuff as well, and just like such a good director. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to Snowpiercer, new lens, and it just like didn't.
Yeah, and I saw Snowpiercer before I saw Parasite, and I liked it a lot. I was like really like blown away by it the first time I saw it.
Yeah, I liked it less on the second watch, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm trying to see what else.
Is there a flip version of this one that you were less hot on? And then you watched it and you're like, wow, that was a lot better than I remembered. That kind of goes into the next category a little bit, but
yeah, I'd say why don't we wait for that so that we can talk about the movie that we hadn't seen that we expected more from.
Yeah.
I think the ones for me on this are, I think The Mirror is kind of like a clear answer from our episode, but again, I think that I need to get to know Tarkovsky more and like revisit it. So it almost like felt like this like prompting of like, ooh, I think I can educate myself a little bit more in like film, and like, but at the same time, it was like not what I expected.
Yeah, I think The Mirror is probably the clear disappointment for me in terms of just like the way it started. I was like, oh, this is gonna be cool. Like it has such a tone, such a vibe. The dialogue's very interesting, some really artistic stuff going on, and then it just like never really went anywhere for me emotionally.
Yeah, I think the other one is Invasion of the Body Snatchers for me, because I had never seen that 1970s version.
Right.
And there was just, well, I mean, we said it on the episode, there was just way too much fucking business.
A lot of business, yeah. Yeah.
Give me 1 second, my mom is calling me.
Okay.
Hola, mamita. Ya, sí, estoy despierto. Estoy grabando con Connor. Terminamos dentro, no sé, seguro como a las 2 o algo así. Y de ahí los llamo, ¿ya?
Tell her I said Merry Christmas.
Okay. Connor says Merry Christmas. Okay, I'll wish him a happy Merry Christmas. Te quiero. Alright, ciao. Mother of the Year award right there. Okay, let's do it. Hidden Gem of the Year.
Hidden Gem of the Year.
These are movies that we hadn't seen that we were surprised by how much we liked them.
So this doesn't quite fit, but the clear frontrunner for me with that, although I had seen it once, is Mulholland Drive, because I had seen it, I really liked it, and then watching it this year, I was like, this is like one of my favorite movies. Like this movie's amazing.
Yeah, I think if we're talking about movies that we have seen, and we were like, oh, this is like nice to like be like surprised by it. based on like the episode and our talking about it, Clue was kind of up there for me. Like it's just I was saying, oh, this is a fun movie. We're gonna have a really fun time. But then I would like watch it and I was like, yeah, we are. We're gonna have such a like it matched my expectations, but then I think like kind of exceeded them. I want to say for movies we haven't seen, shout out A Bronx Tale. I did not expect it to be so heartfelt.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I think for me, Weapons is kind of like, because everyone was sort of like buzzing about it, and people, but I was like, this is gonna be just like another one of these like horror movies, and then it was so fucking funny. It like nailed the tone. I was like blown away by the writing.
Yeah, I think Weapons would be the standout one from the ones I just hadn't seen at all. Miller's Crossing was my first time seeing that. That was excellent.
Sinners was also super fun.
Yeah, Sinners was great.
I had no idea what to expect. I think partially kind of felt like it might be just like, I don't. Some people had told me it was kind of like bloated, or I don't know. I think
I will say
I was iffy on it, and then I ended up having so much fun watching it.
I had a great time watching it. I will say, as time has passed, it's become a bit more forgettable for me. Like there's certain moments that stick out from it, but compared to Weapons, I don't feel like a super strong urge to like rewatch it. You know,
absolutely.
And a Conversation I hadn't seen before, and that was super. I think I even said in the episode that was like what a gem. You know, like to see this movie that I'd barely even heard of before.
Yeah, and it's a Coppola movie too.
Yeah,
it's so wild.
It was excellent. Let's see. I'm looking through the list if there's any other ones that really stand out to me.
Rewatching Shaun of the Dead, that was really fun.
That's a good call because I think both of us were like, yeah, great movie, but then like taking notes for it where like every single thing was foreshadowed and set up like
so
perfectly.
Many good references to other films and stuff as well.
Just meticulously. Like that script is a masterpiece, I think.
Memento has become such a meme that it's easy to forget that it's actually like cool.
Yeah.
And also in a film analysis way, that was such a fun movie to break down.
Yeah, and that was one that I think I had mentioned on the episode, like I had loved, like I was watching over and over, and then one time I watched it, I'm like, I think I'm over it, and I just didn't watch it for like 15 years or something, and watching it again, I'm like, okay, yeah, this movie's really good, yeah.
Air Force One was a fun first watch for me. There's the political stuff, and again, I said on the episode, I think that there's a lot of other movies I'd rather rewatch. I was just going to mention that because Speed, oh my God, that movie really delivers.
Speed is awesome movie. Yeah, I'll keep watching that movie forever.
Also, The Day the Earth Stood Still, I was very impressed by that.
Yeah, it was very like quaint in ways, but like so like such a.
It was so much more grounded than I expected it to be.
I think that's the surprising part is just like how. Like looking forward to the future, like how relevant it still is. Yeah.
I think Perfume is also like just has its own category of movie that I have been intending to watch for like over a decade.
Yeah.
And then finally watched it.
Yeah, because I told you the whole plot of the book or whatever.
Yeah, and then watching it, it was fun to watch and then be like, oh, you know what? Actually, this is like a little bit like different than what I had like pictured. Also, knowing that fucking Kurt Cobain loved that book and like wrote Scentless Apprentice about it, very cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of people's kind of favorite hidden gem book in a lot of ways, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I think I talked to a couple people who had actually like read the book. I think my dad read the book actually.
Yeah, it was one of my dad's favorite books. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was pretty popular like when it came out, and it kind of like has been lost in the sea of literature.
Absolutely. But yeah, I would say that's kind of a hidden gem movie in general. Just like I don't know anyone who I've never mentioned that movie to anyone. They're like, oh yeah, I love that. Like everyone's like, what's that?
I think The Thing as well. Like for me is sort of like this. I thought I had seen it, and then I was like, wait, you know what? No, I don't think I ever really watched it. Yeah, that one. That's not really a hidden gem because that's like everybody loves that movie. But for me, it was kind of like a blind spot.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I got a couple ones here. We've got Most Unnecessary Business. I'm giving that to Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I got actor in a movie that's not in the movie that they're in, and that's Dennis Hopper in Waterworld. And I have co-host of the year, and that goes to Connor.
Aw, buddy.
Yeah.
Right back at you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been super fun.
The runner-up to co-host of the year, Alfredo.
Well, we each have our different picks. Yeah, but a super good time. Yeah, wow. What a fucking year.
Yeah, just such a cool experience. And, like, it's changed the way I look at movies, and it forever will. Like, I will always forever look at movies more analytically than I did before. And I was already looking at movies. Like, that's why we did the podcast, is we
Yeah.
already were analytical about movies. But now, going through so many movies with such a fine comb, like, I just really feel like I'm looking for every piece and aspect of everything the movie's doing now.
Yeah, and there's this aspect of it that where like we sit down and then you say something and I'm like, how did I not see that?
Right
So
back
then
at
when
you,
you go
yeah.
into the next movie, you're like, now I'm looking for this.
You're right.
Like there have been some movies where like I'm like, I can't believe I didn't notice like this like subtle change in the score. And then I go into the next one and I'm just like, every time there's a little music change, I'm like, oh, I noticed that.
Right, we're totally influencing each other with that, and like you do that a lot for me with more of the technical aspects of cinematography and sound editing and things like that.
Good shit. I mean, we learned what a J cut is.
Yeah, yes, we did.
We learned what an L cut is.
Yeah.
We talked about wipes. Yeah. What else did we learn? I got a little list here. Don't give us too much business unless it's the right kind of business.
That's right.
Which is kind of like from Invasion of the Body Snatchers to The Conversation.
Right.
Both lots of business. The Conversation has the business I like.
Yeah, and I think like people who are good at stuff in general, like
you need business.
There's a lot of great business in all those movies.
Yeah, I mean, Boogie Nights, come on.
Yeah, and even like Searching for Bobby Fischer, which is
a lot
just
of chess business.
Yeah, just chess and perfume, you know.
That's one of the things I really loved about people who are good at stuff, because I love a movie that is like diving into this subculture that you don't like know that much about. You get to learn what it's sort of like to be in the porn industry without in the 1970s without actually having to be part of it, you know?
Yeah, that was definitely a good pick for your favorite category overall, because just a really nuanced like set of movies on that one.
Yeah, so different, like such a wide like array. Like I think you have 4 different genres in that movie, in that category. I also have Bow to the Bit. We learned that we got to bow to the bit, you know?
That's right.
And then first and foremost, fun is the enemy of the nitpick.
My favorite, yeah. And that's, I think, a really important tenet of Cinema Forecast to keep in mind, because it's something that, when you're overanalyzing, it's so easy to just like critique every little nitpick, which we do, but always with that in mind, that fun is the enemy of all these critiques.
We've become increasingly about expressing if this nitpick is like not just a nitpick, but to the level of like taking me out of it, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's so cool that we've sort of found like a way to express that. It's like, look, I can point out all these little things, but this movie is done so well in other ways that you just glide over them. Like I notice them because I'm taking notes, but and I'll even notice them maybe when I'm watching, but I could give a fuck.
Right.
Whereas like you start to like the things that really like dig in your craw, like you really start to like be like, this, I don't like that.
Yeah, I think in a lot of the times that's character inconsistencies or things that the characters are doing that doesn't make sense, or like really important turns of events that don't make sense with like physics or like other things like that,
Sometimes like really bad CGI.
Yeah. Mostly
Dr. David Kibner for the most part. If you could hear my keyboard in the background, it was me trying to remember that guy's name. But yeah, what a fun year.
Yeah, it's been great.
And now we're looking forward.
That's right.
We're looking forward to the year of our Lord 2026.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we got 10 categories ready to go here.
We got 10 categories ready to go.
And a hidden 11th.
So again for October, it's going to be something spooky, scary.
Yeah.
And
we've already picked. Yeah.
We know what it is.
But it's a spooky surprise for you.
It's a spooky surprise for everybody else. The categories that we have chosen for 2026 are as follows.
Bring it on, baby.
Do you want to go
back and forth?
Yeah, you can start it for us.
Trapped.
That's movies about people who are trapped, obviously. I always want to contextualize them. Let's just not do that. We'll just go through it. Next category is When Are We? Which I will say time travel movies.
The next is I'm Gonna Get Ya.
I'm Gonna Get Ya.
Revenge movies.
Nice. And then the next one is Battle Royale, aka We're Gonna Get Each Other.
Next is Coming of Age. Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, and then we have Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting.
Very excited for that one.
Which is specifically kung fu movies.
Not martial arts.
All of them in Chinese. Oh, except for one of them.
Oh, yeah. Private Dick up next for detective movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's a
see?
clue, Gumshoe. That wouldn't have been a bad name either. Here's a clue, Gumshoe.
Yeah.
Private Dick. And then next one is not for kids. Movies starring kids that have very adult subject matter.
Yeah, good stuff. Next, Happens in a Day.
Pretty self-explanatory.
That's right.
And then lastly, It Was All a Dream.
Yeah.
Shout out to Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. I'm excited. I got the wheel right here.
Yeah, let's spin this bad boy. Let's find out what our first category of the year will be.
Should we maybe just say, like, what are you hoping for?
Well, so Trapped was the one that got cut out from last year because of our extra spin in October.
We brought him back.
Our spooky spin.
We brought him back from
brought him-
hell.
It's back from hell. So yeah, I would love to get that. But no, I mean all of them. I mean, I'm Gonna Get Ya has some of my favorite movies in there, so very excited for that one. And just like I haven't watched enough kung fu movies in general, so a whole month of kung fu just sounds great.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for
especially
all of
in January post holidays. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of like what I'm thinking. One of the things we talked about, I think this is like this is a cool little like spread of categories. I do feel like maybe upon first glance, something we talked about, there's like a weight to a lot of these categories, but we've done our best to sort of include one that fits the category that's a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit more fun, just to kind of like balance everything out. Because
Totally.
don't want to be too much of a downer
Yeah.
throughout the year.
We are dark broody boys, but
We are dark, broody boys. You can't see right now, but we have our hair in the emo swoop. And we're wearing eyeliner. I have fingerless gloves on.
all in black.
And we both still wear skinny jeans.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm I think really excited for Happens in a Day.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That's probably the one where I'm like, okay. Yeah, I mean,
Time travel, when are we? That's
yeah,
gonna be really
all,
fun
all
too.
of them are gonna be here. Let's fucking do you want to do it?
Oh my gosh, I haven't done it before.
Yeah, go ahead, click it.
Ah!
Oh, it's spinning.
Look at it go.
She's spinning.
Slowing down.
There's a wheel is spinning.
Oh, what we got? What we
The
got?
wheel is spinning.
Oh, coming of age.
Coming of age.
Hell yeah.
We will be starting with Stand By Me.
Which I have not seen before.
I have not seen it either. I know so many people are sitting, that our millions of fans are clamoring. You guys are a movie podcast and you haven't seen Stand By Me?
Right. And appropriate for rest in peace. The director just passed.
Rob Reiner?
Rob Reiner, yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. I'm excited to watch this. I think this is one of maybe... Do we have more Stephen King written things? Probably, dude.
Probably. He's
That guy-
everywhere, man.
That guy's everywhere, man.
Yeah.
That guy's
Oh, we do actually. Yeah, I can see one right now. I'll tell you after.
nice, cool. Yeah. Like I said, we're keeping it secret, keeping it
Keeping
safe.
it safe.
But just know that we're starting you off with Stand By Me. I'm really excited for this category. You know me, I love to tease. I think we did a good job, and I kind of insisted upon it. Not like Connor was resisting, but I was like, I really feel like we should try and get like a diverse sort of like group of coming of age movies. Like we don't want them to
different
all be
walks of life.
Yeah, we don't want them to all be Stephen King penned 1950s, like, you know, boys in like a rural place.
Yeah.
But maybe we could have done that. Wait, next time we'll just have a
all
category.
1950s
Stephen
boys.
King. We'll just have Stephen King as a category.
Stephen King 1950s boys.
But yeah, I'm excited. Stand By Me to start the year off. I like it too, because if we could get over analytical, like we're going into our sophomore year as a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Well, we started with the hero's journey.
And now coming of age.
Oh, that's a
This
really
is
good
pretty
point.
good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty
Yeah.
good. I love the way that things work out.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a great year, Fredo. And, you know, shout out to all our listeners. We do this.
Shout out to all our guests.
Yeah, and all our guests. We've had a lot of great guests this year.
Yeah, let's name them all right now. I think I can do it. I wanted to see if I could name all of the movies like without looking at the list in order, but
sure.
then I was like, that seems a little wild. So shout out to Eric for being with us on the Star Wars episode. Appreciate that. Shout out to our boy Keith on There Will Be Blood. Big shouts out to the one, the only, the Juan and only on our fucking huge shout out Dune episode. Like we didn't
Ridiculous
mention that
Dune
6 hour
episode. Yeah.
6.5 hours. And then big shouts out to our boy Jacob for Waterworld. That was super fun episode.
One of my favorites, I think.
I think
because so much of it was us being like, how do we make this a good movie? And that was really fun.
And it was a tight episode.
Yeah.
I think if I recommended us like a place to start for anyone, just like randomly, I would maybe say Waterworld. Then what else?
Eugene.
Eugene on Arrival in Aliens. Then we have Lillian on Titanic.
Yep.
And then I think the last one after that was Raul on Miller's Crossing.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you all so much. We appreciate it. We'll see if we'll maybe some of them will come back. Maybe some new faces around.
Absolutely.
Definitely have some people in mind. But yeah, excited to and looking forward to another year of Cinema Forecast.
Absolutely, man. And yeah, happy holidays to everyone out there. Thanks so much.
Please like, comment, subscribe. Call your mom, tell her you love her. Say, we're recording this the morning of Christmas Eve.
That's right.
So, I mean, happy holidays to y'all. Merry Christmas if you celebrate. We already missed the end of Hanukkah, but happy Hanukkah. Now that I'm naming specific holidays, I've painted myself into a corner.
You gotta keep going or you're gonna be racist.
Yep. But yeah, we appreciate y'all so much for coming with us on this journey. Please, if you can, leave a fucking 5-star review on Apple Podcast. We will read it out for you. There are no more reviews at this point in time. But again, write one. I'll shout you out. You'll be our favorite listener for a week or two or however long it takes for someone else to write one. But I'm rambling now. I'm gonna miss y'all over the new year.
Yeah, me too.
But we'll be back.
We'll be right back.
I think we will be back on the 2nd of January.
I mean, we're every week, so
we're
it's not
every
actually anymore of a gap.
We're every week. We're every week, my friend. Okay. Well, what?
I guess we'll see you
in the forecast. And you stand by your man and tell me something I don't understand.